The fight to confirm President Trump's Supreme Court nominee is getting personal. It appears some news organizations are trying to dig up dirt on Judge Kavanaugh's wife. Let's debate it with tonight's panel. Fox News contributor Jessica Tarlov and the national spokesperson for the Republican National Committee, Kayleigh McEnany. Welcome to you both, ladies.
Thank you, Shannon.
Thanks for having us.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about what we're talking about here. The AP and the New York Times have asked for emails from a public position that Judge Brett Kavanaugh's wife held in local government in Maryland. AP says standard procedure. We always like to look and do our research on people. But the New York Times wanted a search of her emails for very specific words. We want to roll through some of those. Of course, they include her husband's name, the word judge, that kind of thing, but also things like abortion, gun, gay, Federalist, Democrat, Republican. Jessica, what does it say to you, if anything?
It says to me that they're interested in seeing what kind of beliefs she holds and then maybe getting more of a glimpse into what beliefs her husband may hold. I have not vetted a Supreme Court justice myself. If they are saying that this is standard procedure, I do believe that, and I would imagine that they did the same for Neil Gorsuch, Elena Kagan, Sotomayor, anyone who has been, Justice Roberts, Alito, et cetera, anyone who has been confirmed in recent memory here. I imagine that's standard operating procedure.
I mean, Kayleigh, what do you think? I mean, going after a spouse's emails, and those are obviously very specific topics they're looking at.
Sure. I have a very hard time believing the New York Times or the AP did this with Justice Kagan or Sotomayor. That aside, you're right. They're looking at very specific things. And what's so interesting in that list that you scrolled through, you see abortion, you see gay, you see the word gun. These are all words with a political connotation. Noticeably absent from that list was the word Constitution. And that is what you should be looking at when you're trying to vet a Supreme Court nominee.
Yep.
Federalist, because they're interested in the Federalist Society that put him on the list. So this is all politically charged. When Republicans talk about this, we talk about the Constitution. When Democrats do, they talk about politics.
Well, and speaking of the political issue, I mean, Justice Kagan